and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce to you the Somali Museum Dance Troupe.
Representing DJ Moore. barwaqa dhulkuna uu cagaar ku siman yahay cirda ay carado barwaqa dhulkuna uu cagaar ku siman yahay lacabay caanaha labeen kale ciduna farxaday ku ceesheen lacabay caanaha labeen kale ciduna farxaday ku ceesheen وعزومة يرتاح عالمداية عويسكي يشيرين كايكما إرداي عرضو برواقا لكونا وعقا كسيمياي إرداي عرضو برواقا لكونا وعقا كسيمياي لعبي عانا لبين تلك عندنا فرحانيك وعيشين لعبي عانا لبين تلك عندنا فرحانيك وعيشين وعزومة يرتاح عالمداية عويسكي يشيرين كايكما صوفيو دوبليو البعد ليكو دالاتي عيا يلقب عد عادي وحيكا عبتي المعاد عرفيتيو ما حساعي عليا ليكو عنيه عيلي وعيسيلي وحيكا عبتي عيل ورشي
Let's hear it for our friends from the Somali Museum Dance Troupe. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our middle school principal, Mr. Ismail Ahmed.
Thank you. My voice is not that big though, but first and foremost, thank you to everyone. Thank you to the parents, to the students, the staff, and the teachers in the school. I also want to thank Mr. Faisal Ali, a member of, thank you, Siap. That's much better, thank you. I want to thank Mr. Faisal Ali, the Ubah Medical Academy, our guest speaker today, Ms. Nadia Mohammed, and our student MCs. Welcome to the TCS 8th grade graduation ceremony. You have come to the end of your K-8 education. Your next step is to high school and beyond. We wish you all the best. Let us take this moment to acknowledge your teachers, support staff, and administration. Can you please give them a round of applause, please? Thank you. So, your parents, your families, please, a big round of applause. Give them a hand, a big one. Bigger than that, your parents, come on. Thank you so much, parents and family members. Lastly, to yourselves, the 8th grade graduating class of 2022. Big hand for yourself. Congratulations, and you have made us proud. Thank you so much. Now, I will ask our two MCs to come forward and we'll continue the program now. Thank you.
Good evening, family and friends, and staff at Twin Cities International School 2022 8th grade graduation. My name is Mariam Hamd and
Adistar Sharif Mad, who will be your MC. We would like to make a special shout to the class of 2022. Graduation is finally here.
9 years of schooling have gone by very quickly. There have been many good times.
Today, however, is a very special day. For the class of 2022, we finally graduate 8th grade.
Thank you so much. Can we have Mr. Elliot Arens?
Thank you. Nice and working. Good evening, parents, parents, teachers, support staff, siblings, administrators, families, and most importantly, our 8th grade graduates of TCIS. My name is Elliot Ahrens, and I've had the privilege to teach math to these students. When I was told that I would get the opportunity to talk on behalf of the teachers and staff, I was beyond excited. For those of you that do not know me, I began working at TCIS just this year and really had no idea what to expect when I came in. Soon I was welcomed by eager and energetic students, more so than I had ever seen before. My first 2 weeks honestly scared me to death. I was unsure if I was going to be able to do what these students needed from me. However, as time went on, I began to get to know these individuals rather than just students of mine. I learned all about their hobbies and interests. I began to see how they spent their free time and what motivated them. They began to teach me about the many incredible aspects of their culture and also show me the different perspectives of so many different things. I know for a fact that I learned way more from them than they did from me in that first month. As time went on, I began to get the students more involved and engaged in my lessons by building positive relationships with them, treating them with respect, responsibility, and care. Basketball may have also helped. Shout out to my home base. While there have definitely been some rocky roads and tough stretches throughout the year, anywhere from having my pencil sharpener filled with hand sanitizer to having a mini food fight in my classroom. I've also had many remarkable memories of students showing so much kindness and love in ways as simple as a small goofy gift, a high five on the way to and from class, or expressing their appreciation with words, or maybe eagerly asking me to play basketball with them after school. Sometimes even calling me the GOAT or Aaron Yeager. Wouldn't even feel nice most of the time. While they may not always be the best at expressing appreciation, it is something you can truly feel when it is there. The relationships that I have created with these soon-to-be TCIS graduates will be something that lasts longer than just this school year. Whether I see them again or not, I know that they have all made a huge impact on me, and I hope that I've done the same for them, along with their other teachers and supporters. To all the hardworking employees and teachers that have paved the way for you here at TCIS, and for me specifically, my 8th grade team of teachers with Miss Mira, Miss Hafsa, Miss Melissa, and Mr. Adam, as well as many EAs and fantastic administrators, let's give them a quick round of applause. Now here are my words to the soon-to-be high schoolers sitting in front of us today. This is not an ending, but just the beginning of a brand new journey. While some of you may be going to the same high school, for most of you, your paths will diverge today. And while your community and family and this school are all still here for you, this is the start of your own journey. Throughout the next 10 years or so, you will get many chances to try new things and join organizations and clubs and sports, having responsibilities that will help you learn so much more about yourselves and the things that you want to do in your life. There is no limit. There is no end goal. There is no map to an exact destination or directions to follow to become successful. Success is how you define it. And for me personally, I define it as happiness. I often ask my students in my budgeting unit, why are you a teacher if it doesn't pay very well? To which I respond, because it makes me happy. And it still pays me enough to do the amazing things that I love in life. So I challenge you each to begin your own journey towards happiness. Find the things that make you happy. The people that make you happy. The places that make you happy. There's a lot of world out there to be seen, and there's more than 100 of you right here in front of me that can go and do it. So do your thing. Become an activist for the things you stand for. Make the art you always wanted to create. Seek countries you always dreamed of going to. Join the sports you'd hope to play. Find the clubs that interest you. Get out there and try everything. Do everything. Be proud of where you came from and your culture and backgrounds. And here at TCIS, make us proud of what you can accomplish. Thank you, 8th graders, for a year I will never forget, and good luck in all of your journeys moving forward. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Ahrens.
Now it's time for our Assistant Director, Jenny, to introduce our keynote speaker.
Hello and welcome, so many familiar faces. I have the privilege of welcoming our guest speaker, Nadia Muhammad. She is a former TCIS student and once sat right here at her own very 8th grade graduation. She went on to graduate from Metropolitan University with a degree in Human Resources. Nadia Muhammad is a 13-year resident of St. Louis Park and has been a city council member since 2020. As a city council member, Nadia intends to address the issues such as affordable housing, racial equality, climate action, and youth engagement. Nadia was named a co-recipient of the St. Louis Park Human Rights Award in 2019. Please help me in welcoming Nadia Mohammed.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, I know we can do better than that. You know what? I can do better than that. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, we definitely can do better than that. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, si wanaagsan aan laga qaado salaanta. Alhamdulillah. Say tihiin. Ooh, say tihiin. We're celebrating, so we better be fine, right? We better be more than fine. So, let me introduce myself. I'm Nadia Mohammed. And I was a graduating class, okay? So I'm a council member for the city of St. Louis Park. Hold on one second before I start, can I get a little bit of silence? Is that okay? I work at a school now, so I definitely know how to have patience. So let me just have a little bit of silence. Alhamdulillah, okay. All right, that's a lot better. Okay, so let me reintroduce myself. I'm Nadia Mohammed, and I'm a St. Louis Park City Councilor. You may be wondering what makes me awesome. Well, it's simple because I'm Somali American. That's what makes me awesome. But above that, and more than that, honestly, I am the youngest elected council member in the city of St. Louis Park and in the state of Minnesota, right? And I was the first Somali American elected into that seat. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, thank you. So, you guys are probably wondering how I got to that space, right? Honestly, before I even get to all that, I want to say what an honor it is to be here, to be invited. I'm thrilled to be here, not only because obviously it's a graduating class. I love being invited to graduations, but also because it's my alma mater, right? I was part of the class of 2011. Don't worry, you don't have to do the math. I did the math for you. That was 11 years ago, right? So technically it's kind of my 10th year anniversary plus one. So it means a lot for me to be back here to wish you guys, first and foremost, congratulations. It's a lot to achieve, right? And you guys are going to achieve a lot more. I remember, when I was first asked, I was thinking, what could I possibly say to the graduating class? I don't know what they want to hear, right? Two things I came up with, okay? First and foremost, I will keep this short because I remember how awful it was to just sit there and just watch everybody just go on and on and on, and all I want to do is graduate and celebrate with my family and go eat food, right? But so I will keep it short. That I can do that for you, right? And another thing is I can give you some parting advice, right? One thing I remember feeling was a lot of excitement, obviously, but a lot of anxiety. I was the eldest daughter of an immigrant family. As many of you guys, who here is an eldest in their family? Who here is the eldest in their family? Nobody? Okay, all right, I see you, okay? So I was the eldest daughter of my family, meaning that I had to figure out everything by myself, right? And it felt like a lot of times I was out alone and figuring everything else. And so one thing I do want to say is you are not alone. You are definitely not alone, right? I would not be where I am today, and I want you guys to hear this. I literally, quite physically, would not be where I am today if it were not for my village. The saying, have you guys ever heard of the saying, it takes a village, right? It takes a village to raise a child. I had my very own village, and I had my very own community who pushed me through to get me to where I am. So that saying is overplayed, yes, but it's not overrated. It's an actual thing. And so I want you guys to know that you guys are not alone. Because if it weren't for your parents, if it weren't for your teachers, if it weren't for your neighbors, you wouldn't be where you are today either, right? I know that all of you guys, obviously, my mom loves to say her big thing is, and this is what makes her my biggest supporter, right, and part of my village, is every single time she says, right? That's what makes us our mother, right? or my teachers constantly being invested in my learning, right? Or my neighbors watching out for me. Both of my parents worked all the time. So my neighbors were the ones that were constantly watching out for me, saying, hey, make sure you get home, make sure that you are learning and things like that, right? So I did promise to keep it short, so I'll keep it short, right? So it's up to us to make sure that we are giving back to our community, to our village, as much as they are giving to us. So I want you guys to do me a favor, and I want to see who's listening. I want you guys to get up for me real quick. My 8th graders, my graduates, I want you guys to get up. First of all, I am loving the excitement of that young lady right there. You are going big places, big, big, big places. All right, I want you guys to get up for me real quick, right? So I want you guys to thank your village, your community, because this is your village and your community. The people who are showing up and who are supporting you, right? So I want you guys to physically say thank you. Thank you, right? Right? So, and I really hope you guys can go sit back down, right? And while you're sitting, please look to your neighbors, to people who are around you, behind you, in front of you, even across the aisle, because these are your peers. And while you guys might not go to the same high school, this is part of your village now, right? You guys remember the good old times of 8th grade and 7th grade and, kindergarten. These are the people you used to kick it with, right? So it is up to you to watch out for them, right? To support them and to show up for them, because we are a village now, right? So now that we've thanked everybody, and we're feeling like, and I want you guys to actually believe this, that you are not alone, right? That is my parting advice. That's the only words I will say to you, is that you are not alone. You have dad kadambeyo, dad ku garab istaagsan, oo dad maanta ku imaaday, oo qalinjabiska ay ka qayb galay. Okay? So I really want you to believe that you are not alone, and no matter what you go through in life, and I know it's tough because we came out of COVID. Y'all spent your whole entire middle school career in COVID, right? It's been 2 years in COVID, right? So what I'm saying is life is only going to get harder from on out. I can't say that it's going to get good, it's going to get bad. It's up to you guys, right? But part of living the best of life is that you surround yourself with good people and that you give back to your village as much as they're giving back to you. That's all I will say. I hope you guys have a great time in this thing called the life. And thank you so much for having me. Manu Wanaksan.
Thank you, Nadia Mohammed, for your kind words.
Please help us welcome to the podium Huda Mohammed and Ahmed Mohammed. Okay. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, teachers, families, and as you might expect, graduates. My name is Huda Mohammed, and the fact that I'm given this opportunity to speak on behalf of my classmates fills me with honor. I know that we each have our own thoughts and opinions, so I'll try to roughly cover each of them, or somewhat cover each of them. And according to Google, there are many prompts I could start this speech with, but I've chosen this one. Imagine this. You wake up at 8 a.m. to a notification. It will read, Google Classroom due at 11:59 p.m. Now, this situation might seem familiar to a lot of us students because there was everyday plastered on our screens since the pandemic hit in 2020. One of which is probably the hardest challenge we've gone through during our years here. Although if you look back at it, it really wasn't so bad. We got to stay home and relax, and on the plus side, it allowed us to learn just how we can adjust to our new settings and taught us flexibility. And however, if we learned that much here, not just our 1 or 2 years online and in the 8th grade, imagine how much we've accomplished, succeeded, and fought throughout middle school. And even if it might be or seem intimidating, it also is an experience that you must go through to achieve your goals or to have a successful life that you want. Everyone who has attended school or college went through these moments, like Oprah Winfrey or Ilhan Omar. And even book characters like Percy Jackson or Harry Potter went and got through middle school. And although we don't have flying broomsticks here, things have gone flaring right during our lunch, us students included. And when we step foot on what seemed like a puzzle missing a piece or an unsolved mystery to us, because that is basically what middle school is, we instantly felt all grown up with our new and improved lockers. And eager to fit in with the older and bigger kids, we were innocent and ambitious. We were children. And while we were in school, our hearts would jump when the class phone would ring. Thoughts like, am I going home yet? When you know your parents never said you would be. And the countless seating charts that seemed quite deadly to us, or the student speaking calls, all contributed to our fun and somewhat enviable years at TCIS. We learned about global warming in science and the Pythagorean theorem in math, which I still don't understand and pretty much made me realize I won't be majoring in math. However, we've also learned more. We've learned about our mindsets and our voices. And nevertheless, we learn through each other as well. We learn to make friendships and to move on from friendships. And on that note, many valuable lessons are taught throughout school, even if they aren't on a Google Slides presentation. Experiences like getting your name called on a character card or comparing your height to Mr. Jimmy made us realize just what we got to encounter whilst attending TCIS, even if they are a bit strange, because these experiences are exactly what made us, well, us. What you can really take away from school and life lessons that you learn is what you can bring into your life and then what you can leave in people. We study for our careers to possibly earn money, but that isn't everything to life, though it may seem like it is. You'll have everything as long as you have respect and empathy. And as long as you value that empathy, you're valuable, even if it isn't shown in currency. You have to try and change your perspective once in a while, because even if it is difficult, because that's what life is, right? The whole reason we come here is to learn about life, because school teaches lessons, but school also strengthens you. Whereas it also does not have to always be so serious. Looking back, you might find that you and someone might have talked differently from the beginning of the year, even with teachers. And though this pandemic had negatively impacted our schooling, while online, even if our cameras were off, the learning was always on. And like I said, change wasn't always bad. It can be simple. And as we learned in Miss Mira's class, no matter what high school we go to, and in anyone's eyes, you'll still see the sun setting and rising regardless. Every morning and every evening, it's there. The only thing that changes and will change is you. However, you must remember to always be grateful to your parents, for they were the ones who bring you to this exact moment. And last but not least, I would like to conclude this speech with a quote. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. This quote is from a famous movie producer or inspirational author, Nora Roberts. And in that context, I would like to further conclude the speech. While switching through distance and in-person learning, I always did enjoy seeing everyone, and it was a great honor to give the speech. I wish you all the best of luck in your new schools and environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Huda Muhammad and Amir Muhammad. Now is time for the class of 2022 to be presented.
Please help us welcome the TCS administration team as they present the certificate. Ibrahim Warsame. Ahmed Ghani. Aisha Guled. Zainab Haji. Liban Hashi. Sabir Haji Saeed. Mumtaz Hassan. Mus'ab Hassan. Abdurrahim Hassan. Mushtaq Hassan. Amal Hassan. Hello. Ayub Hassan. Nastaho Dola. Salma Dakane. Abdurrahman Badal. Mohammed Bashir. Atnan Anwar. ريان أمين. حليمة أمين. سعيد علي. نوال علي. مسكي أحمد. محمد أحمد. شافي أحمد. زهور أحمد. آذن علي. أيان علي. هند علي. جبار علي. نستاحة علي. أحمد حسن. فردوس عبد الله. سهرة عبد الله. يوروب عبد الله. آدم. عبد الله آدم. عبد الناصر آدم. أنس أحمد. أيان أحمد. مريم أحمد. آسيا إسماعيل. عبد الكريم عبد القادر. أحمد عبد الله. أدنى عبدي. أيان عبدي. هدى عبدي. ميمو عبدي. سعيدة عبدي. لامية عبد الكريم. أسماء عبد النور. زامية عبد الرحمن. هباء ورسمة. مواهب ورسمة. أمران محمد. أركسن يوسف. ياسين علي. سمية رشيد. عزيزة سعيد. فرحية سعيد. نعيمة صلاد. أنيسة شرق. فهيمة طيب. خالد طلع. أمير ورسمة. أيوب ورسمة. حمدي محمود. Here's your card. Here's your card. خضرة محمود. رضوان محسن. زكريا موسى. بشرى ناصر. عبد الرحمن نور.
John Nasri. Safa Mahmoud. Zainab Noor. Usman Usman. Siam Usman. Nasri Umar. Nadia Abdi. Ahmed Mohammed. Ismail Mahmoud. Amir Mohammed. Azra Mohammed. Fatima Mohammed. Hibaq Mohammed. Huda Mohammed. Mariama Ahmed. Mariama Mohammed. Nawal Mohammed. Ruwaida Mohammed. Zakaria Mohammed. Mahad Sharif. Abdi Fatah Sharif. Kanani Hasso. Liban Haider. Biftu Hussein. Khalid Ibrahim. Masoud Ibrahim. Suhad Ibrahim. Yusuf Ismail. Jama Muhammad. Muhammad Jama. Munira Jama. We're not done yet. Fathi Muhammad.
Yes, we did it! We made it! Okay, come on. Let's do it together, okay? 3, 2, 1. Now it's time for some closing remarks. Thank you!
Congratulations, the class of 22 TCIS 8th graders. Now we're all done.